and blue are more than ready for this one. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. And the Demon Deacons will put total leather to crank us up. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. So Illinois will have some work to do after that short return. And here he is, guys. Anytime he takes the field, he is in complete control of this offense.
And, David, he gives defensive coordinators nightmares because of his ability. They're going to have a hard time slowing him down.
No, he just doesn't have those weaknesses, those flaws, the whole playbook available, and he is a dude.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Marshall. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. A first down for the offense. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
All right, good news. The game just got started. There's still a lot of football left to play. The bad news is, though, you've already now turned it over and handed the defense an interception. Quarterback's going to have to be more dialed in with his decision-making in this game.
The offense lining up for a first down play. He'll start this drive firing. Makes his connection. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. They think there's room to run to the right here. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football there on 3rd down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense getting him to the ground for no gain.
Trying to surprise him with the pass. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab on the left. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute and put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
Shakes off the tackle. Nifty run there, pickup of 6 out to the 25. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. They'll go right back to him. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Stop short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Slips through the line. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Pulls and fired complete. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Defenses throughout the week study every 3rd down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
Going for 6. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wake.
Touchdown.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Texas stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Austin city limits. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Oh, left him grasping for air. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And that's why, for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes 2nd down. The pull and throw off the RPO. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Looking for a man. It's Mung. Makes the grab over the middle. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
to pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. And you just don't expect your junior quarterback to get fooled and to throw it into double coverage like that. That last incompletion leaves him with 2nd and 10 from the 21. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They get him after he picked up 5 and got him inside the red zone down to the 16. 8th play of the drive, and to keep this one going, they'll need to convert a 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown Illini!
And what did I start for this offense? The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Might as well give it to him again. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Wake Forest has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. They go to the ground. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34.
Yeah, a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
He makes the connection. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. The Demon Deacons are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass hits. Picked off. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. The Illinois offense returns to the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Mung. Got his man down the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Off the play fake. Grab near the sticks. It's Grove. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. Illinois hoping to pop the cork on this red zone trip. Trying to find his man on first down. Makes the grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline.
Nothing but green ahead. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wake Forest. Quick strike touchdown, comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working. A lot of scoring. This puts a lot more pressure on your offense, Paul, when you walk on the field.
And at this point, too, David, which defense can break serve, right? Who can get a stop? That's what it feels like is going to be the determining factor in this game.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Got his man quickly. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender, understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. And the Demon Deacons. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
After trying the running game on first down, they come to the line on second down. He'll pull it on the read. Keeps it and gets the first down. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Give to the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
He's got it again. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Looking downfield, it's Mung. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. He's got it. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Firing to the right, complete. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out, continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
Moving toward the end zone, and the ball is free. The defense snatches it, and they're going the other way. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Trying to pound their way in. Touchdown, Demon Deacons. And they take it in for 6 more points. Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown.
14.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And the returner will be knocked down.
All right, not ideal. Right, not ideal. You're an offense. You want to get a good kickoff return, but you're starting inside your own 10. Now come out, set the tone. Get some high percentage completion. You might not go with that script you had because you thought you might have a little better field position, but you just get some few first downs, get that first down right now.
There's a timeout call as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
He's going to pass. Throws to the wideout. And that pass intercepted. Couldn't find much room on the return, but what a costly miscue, and they've got it at the 26-yard line. Great spot to start this drive for the offense. Back to the ground game on the left. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments to find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over a hundo on the game, but this defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, commit more guys to stopping that bad man.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds the tight end. And he'll be brought down.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job for him, Tom.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Makes the grab well past the sticks. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Wake. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, you've been taking in a magnificent scene there today in Champaign.
Third quarter will get underway as soon as Illinois kicks it off. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. He'll run it again. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. The give to the back. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside. Defense.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Fires to the right. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? The Demon Deacons are marching down the field. Looking to go up top on 1st down. They're bringing heat.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Dialing up a second down pass play. Fires to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. He hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. On third down, going up top. Still on his feet. Steps away. And the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock him down for a loss. And the Demon Deacons will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. To the ground with the back. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
It's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Quick release by the QB. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking for a man. It's Mung. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for a big pickup. Illinois coming out with a 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Finds his tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Illinois right back to the line. They'll try to power their way ahead. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. On second down, he'll let it fly. Caught in the backfield, it's Marshall. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Trying to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. To the ground, he's got it again. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Mung. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Got enough space. Touchdown, Illinois! They add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
That is a tremendous job by the defender on that play because when the ball was thrown, his head was turned around. He was watching the receiver, quickly spun the head, turned his shoulder, located the ball, and then knocked it down.
Gonna let it fly. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete. The Demon Deacons will call on their punt team. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. The Illinois offense returns to the field. This feels like a pivotal moment. Get the ball back on the punt. You need to put points on the board on this drive.
Yeah, it's a sense of urgency right now has got to be high for this offense. Trailing the way they are here, David, they've got to be able to put something together, score some points, and build confidence.
Yeah, it's not panic time, but you do want to build that confidence and find something that you can do well to start to build on. I think this offense is starting to figure themselves out a little bit.
They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
Touchdown, Illini! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in his quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And the returner will be brought down. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this will be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Give to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on 3rd down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. You want to talk about aggressive or nuts? This offense is staying on the field inside their own 30. Unloads to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. And the Demon Deacons have it with a 1st and 10. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. It's complete. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about.
Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Wake Forest! That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what...
He's off to the races. He's inside the 40. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Wake Forest has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grab near the marker. It's Glow. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to pass. They're trying to get to him. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on 1st down in goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Fires to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now. I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Here's the give off the left side. And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Looking to move it through the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. He'll do it himself. He'll toss it. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And there's a coachable moment for that young man right there. It's a nice run. Your team's got the lead late, but because of that, you cannot go out of bounds before you get to 2 minutes. If you go out, the clock's going to stop, and that's a coachable moment, something he'll learn from moving forward.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, I think this running back has proved in this game here tonight that he can be counted on and relied on, right? And a big moment right here, late in the game when they need to run the ball to ice this thing, he's able to deliver.
The Demon Deacons are on the move. Movement here from the tight end. They'll try the run. Fakes his man out. On the move at the 30. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And the Demon Deacons will have it 1st and 10. They move the tight end all over. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? And by going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, getting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone is right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you. A huge 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He caught it. And this junior loves to show off that big arm.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Demon Deeks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Mung. He's got his man.
It doesn't matter what the defense has tried to do. Man coverage, zone coverage, blitz, whatever. Quarterback has been locked in. 350 passing yards.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Looking left. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His third interception. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
They'll try the left side. And the runner is down, and so is the flag.
Holding. Offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking for a productive play on first down. Wide out in motion. The give to the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. As they come to the line on second down, ordinarily you might go up top, but they need to keep this one on the ground, keep that clock winding. They'll try the right side. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. And guys, they really need to make something happen on this third and long. Quarterback checking off. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock him up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up for it.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Line gets set, first down. He's going to pass. And they got him for the sack. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. Looking to throw, it's Mung. Throws to the wideout. And it's his fourth interception of the game. And a sensational return, and they finally stop him inside the 15.
Yeah, this is almost icing meat cake, right? Like late in the fourth quarter, you're up by 2 scores. Exactly what you want to do. Get a stop. Now you force a turnover, get your offense back on the field, and now you want to do this.